Hi, hold on, guys. Hi. By the way, Elijah, I saw your videos. I liked it. The exercise video, I liked it. Hi, plus Z Barbie. Hi. Hi, honey. Hi. Guys, hold on. I'm just trying to see what happens on YouTube. I'm using both my phones. So I want to talk about something that is actually of great importance. A lot of people ask me this. And today I received 3 phone calls from Atlanta from black women. Funny, I just came back from Atlanta on Sunday night. And this is why I'm talking about the subject, because 3 women asked me exactly the same question. Okay, so maybe people will join us here later on YouTube. So let me just start and rewind this and go back to what I want to talk about. So a lot of people, particularly in America, don't know, first of all, that there is a difference between laser hair removal and electrolysis. And if they know that there is a difference, they don't know actually what the difference is. So first of all, I want to explain you guys and take it from me as the #1 black skincare expert in America. I do this for over 40 years. And I have such a great amount of expertise when it comes to black skin, and when it comes to white hair, and when it comes to black hair. So here is what happens. Laser hair removal is very suitable. How YouTube laser hair removal is very, very suitable for black skin if you have dark hair. So if you have dark hair, let me just make this sure that this shouldn't fall down. If you have dark hair, just a second, guys. I'm just trying to fix this. Okay. If you have dark hair, then laser can treat your skin. If you have white hair, then only electrolysis can remove the hair. And what is the difference basically between hair removal with laser and between hair removal with electrolysis? The difference is about day and night. So for laser hair removal, you require, and if you are black, you require a special laser called the Nd:YAG laser. For electrolysis, you require an electrology machine with a needle. But there is a big difference. When you treat black skin, you require a special needle. And that needle is made in Great Britain. And that's a special needle for black skin. And since I had 3 phone calls this evening from Georgia, from Atlanta, from 3 black women, and it was funny because, you know, when it rains, it pours. All 3 women asked me exactly the same question. Oh, I want to come for electrolysis. Oh, I have white hair. Or I have black hair. Oh, what should I do? So here's I'm going to explain you what you should do when you have black and white hair. So the first thing you have to understand, when you come to me and you have black and white hair, whether you come to me in Miami or in Atlanta, same thing. Because for electrolysis, you require to let the hair grow out. Why do you require the hair to grow out? And why for laser, you must shave the hair before. And I will explain this to you so you understand why. When you have black and white hair, why the first process is electrolysis when you come to see me, and then the second process is laser. Here's what happens. When you have white hair and you have black hair, both hairs, you let the hair grow out for about 4 or 5 days. The hair has to be long enough so I can put a tweezer on the hair and I can take the hair out. So here's what happens. When you have white hairs, and let's say this is your hair, okay? This black thing is your white hair. Now this is the needle. I take the needle and I insert the needle here where the hair is, right? But remember, this is white hair and this is outside of the skin. Hi, Tony, honey, how are you? So you insert the needle this way, and the needle goes all the way down to the hair follicle. The needle is connected through a wire to an electrology machine. Once I inserted this needle all the way down here, can you see? all the way down here. Here's the needle. I inserted the needle all the way down here. If you have black skin, there is a special needle. The needle that is used on black skin, from this point to this point, there is no power. There's no power. Pay attention to what I say, because this is crucial for you to understand the difference and how it works. So the needle has no heat here. The whole heat from here is only released here at the tip. So if this is under the skin and this is my hair, the needle is released here, touches the follicle and releases the heat to the hair follicle. Once, it takes about 3 or 4 seconds, then I take the needle out, and then remember I said that the hair has to be long enough so I can grab it with a tweezer. Then I grab it, once I took the needle out, then I grab it with the tweezer and I take the hair out. Okay? I don't yank it, I just take it out. But here is what happens, and this is why I always say to people, well, for God's sake, trust me on this one. Do not wait until your hair turns white, because once your hair turns white, we have no choice but to do electrolysis on the white hairs. So now why do I preach and ask of everybody to adhere to what I am saying? Here is the difference. Let's pretend these are 2 needles, okay? This is a needle for white skin, this is a needle for black skin. Do you know what the difference is between the 2 needles? I'll tell you what the difference is. A needle for white skin, the whole needle from here to here, from the moment I insert the needle releases heat, the whole needle releases heat, disperses heat. So when it touches the follicle down here, when it touches the follicle down here, this is the follicle, where my finger is, right? This is the follicle. The heat is dispersed from here all the way here. Though when it touches the hair follicle, the needle itself releases heat, but about 10% of the strength of the heat, as if I use a needle for black skin. And what is the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is. And I promise you that 99.9% of all people that do electrolysis in America do not know this difference, because they don't know, because they don't teach you this in America, because they don't treat black skin, because I am the #1 undisputed #1 black skin care expert in the United States, and because I do this before I came to America, and I do electrolysis before I came to America, and I come from Europe, and electrolysis is huge in Europe, and in Europe you have also black people, and you have black people in Africa, and I did that so in Europe and so in Africa before I came to America. Guys, I am not 18 years of age. I passed that stage. I do this for many, many years. So here's the difference. Remember I said for white skin, this whole needle disperses the heat from here all the way here. So when I insert the needle, I press on the foot pedal, I release heat, there's a little bit of heat, so it's not way too painful. But black skin has to be protected. Now what would happen, and what happens, 90% of people that go to do electrolysis in establishment, they don't know black skin, and they don't know about this specific instrument. Hold on. Because black skin is very sensitive, because black skin responds even to a bite of a mosquito. You must make sure that you don't burn black skin. If I use this needle that has heat all the way, by the point of insertion to the hair follicle, the heat that is released here all the way would burn around the hair follicle. It would burn. And if you have 200 hairs on your chin and I poke you 200 times, and 200 times I release heat, 200 times I burn you. And I create little burned dots on your skin and swelling. Okay, it will go away in 2 weeks, but I create it. So now, this needle, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, in life, There is give and take. And everything has two sides of it, okay? There is plus, there is minus. So this needle that's made in Great Britain, okay, for black skin, is made in such a way that when you insert it, there is no power here. So the needle doesn't have any power when it's inserted here. So it doesn't burn the skin, which is the number one thing that we want. We don't want to burn the skin. We absolutely don't want to burn the skin. So we don't burn the skin. But guys, guess what happens? How do we destroy the follicle at the bottom? So all the power, all the heat that is dispersed in a regular needle for white skin, all the heat in a needle for black skin is only dispersed at the tip of the needle that is down at the follicle, which means that all this heat is accumulated in this little dot, and then it explodes when it hits the hair follicle of a black person. And a black person will feel electrolysis 50 times more painful than a white person. Do you get it now? Give and take. I have to protect your skin, not to make it black and not to burn it. But on the other hand, I have to do electrolysis. So we protect it, we don't burn the skin, but then all that energy is dispersed in a little dot at the pin at the bottom of the needle. And that is where then the heat disperses into the hair follicle. And this is what is so painful for black people. This is why I say, please, listen to me. If you don't listen to me, look on the reviews or look on the writings that I have on YouTube. Look on the writings that I have on Instagram. There are people who post or who respond. And there are some clients of mine who respond and say, yes, it hurts. Yes, it is painful. Yes, please listen to Eva. Yes, she's right. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you that I am 1,000,000% right about this, that you should not wait until your hair is white. But now, what is a person to do? As these 3 black women that called me this evening from Atlanta, or the suburbs of Atlanta, and asked me the same question, I have black and white hair, what should I do? So here is how I approach it. I tell everybody that has black and white hair on their face, you come, you let the hair, all the hair grow out, at least for 5 days, 4 days a week. I don't know how fast your hair grows. The hair has to be long enough that I can put a tweezer on the hair. So if I can do this, if I can hold it, so I don't know, maybe it has to be half a centimeter long. So I don't know what is in a part of an inch, but it has to be at least this long, so I can put my tweezer on, and after I insert the needle and take the needle out, then I hold on to the hair that's outside, I take it out. So people that come to see me, I do all the white hairs first. I remove all the white hairs with electrolysis. And you don't love me when I do that. You talk to God and you say, okay, when is she going to finish? When is she going to finish? Because it hurts. Now, I can make it a little bit more, or make it a little bit less painful for you. You go and you get some numbing cream that you can buy on Amazon, and then I tell you how to use it and what to put on it. And it takes maybe 40%, 30% of the pain away. And sometimes it just depends how dense your hair is. I might suggest to take a Tylenol or something, a painkiller, before you come to see me. Because guys, I hope that you understand that what I'm telling you is factual. It hurts. It hurts to do electrolysis on black skin about 20 times more than it hurts on white skin. So here is how I do it. So you come, you have black and white hair. At first I do electrolysis. How to do the treatment. First we do electrolysis. I get rid of all the white hairs. Then I shave all the black hairs. And then I do laser hair removal on the hairs that were black that I shaved. Now you're saying, wait, Eva, this is crazy. You just said that you must have the hair out for electrolysis. So why are you now saying you must shave? Pay attention. You must let the white hairs grow out long enough that I can hold on with a tweezer. But when I come to do laser, and it is a different modality and works on a different principle, and I will explain you how it works, you cannot have, hi honey, so I know you make it back to your hotel. I'm happy. So you cannot have any hairs outside. You cannot have any hairs outside. So why can you have no hairs outside? Because the laser beam is a calibrated beam of heat and light. But the beam is only, let's say, I exaggerate, but let's say this is the length of the beam, but it's not true. The beam is like this long. But let's say, for the sake of our conversation, this is the length of the beam, right? And this is exactly the length under your skin of your hair follicle and your hair shaft. Let's just pretend that this is it, right? If you let the hair outside, you let the hair grow out and we don't shave it, we don't remove it before laser, okay? The energy of the laser beam will get absorbed in the hair here. Laser will burn this hair off, but instead laser going all the way down here, this length, it can only go half. Because remember, this is the length of the laser. This is the length of the laser. Half of it was absorbed outside because the hair was outside, and the other half is going down, but we need the full length of the laser to go down to the follicle, because it's actually a science, and the science is made and calibrated so that the hair can go, the laser beam can go straight into the exact amount of the length of the hair to the hair follicle. So for laser, you cannot have any hairs outside. This is why I must shave the hair, or you must shave the hair before you do laser hair removal, and it's exactly the opposite when you do electrolysis. So this is the difference between the two, and this is why it's so important for people to understand the difference. I was just explaining something when I left you. I'm talking to somebody on Instagram. When I left you, I went into the car. There were two other black women from Atlanta calling me. So we had one when you and I spoke to her, and then and all three ladies asked the same question. Oh, I have black and white hair. What shall I do? How shall I treat it? So I thought it was a good idea to talk about this and explain people how the process works on black and on white hair, and why I suggest that nobody should ever wait until they have white hairs, and they should do laser hair removal as long as your hair is black, because as far as pain and discomfort, so if we go from 1 to 10, electrolysis on black skin is a 10 as far as pain is. Laser for black skin is a 3 or 4 as far as pain is. So can you see the difference between 10 and 3 or 4 on black skin? So that makes a huge difference. And laser is also very, very fast. So for electrolysis, I have to go. So let's say in this size, okay, in this size, you have, let's say you have 70 white hairs here. So I have to go 70 times. So multiply 70 times past each hair is about 5 seconds or 6 seconds, because I need to insert the needle, then I need to press on the foot pedal, I need to hold the needle for 3 seconds, then I take the needle out, then I have to switch my hand, take a tweezer, then I have to take it. So maybe it's even 7 seconds. I don't know how long, I never measure, but it takes time. So when I do 70 hairs, with electrolysis will take me at least half an hour. Let's just say hypothetically. If I do, that was for electrolysis. If I do laser, it will take me exactly, it will take me exactly 2 minutes. It will exactly 2 minutes to do laser. So the difference is about day and night. So laser is very fast. And thank you for the thumbs up, YouTube. I appreciate it. So this is why it is important. It is important that people understand, that you guys understand the difference between one and the other one. And please, please, I ask all black people, and this is specifically for black people, for black women, and then black men, because less black men, but more black women do this. I ask of you, do not wait until you get white hairs. Spend the time, the effort, and the money to get rid of your hairs whilst the hair is black. This is super, super important to know. Please do that. Okay? Because I don't know how to explain it otherwise, just to tell you in the most sincere way that the difference is so huge. And every single person that I've seen in my life in America, which is 40 years, that came and I did the laser hair removal and said, don't wait until you have white hairs. Every person says, Eva, I'm so sorry that I didn't listen to you. I'm so sorry that I waited so long to come and do laser and electrolysis now that I have white hair. So it makes a huge difference. And yes, it is more painful for black people to do electrolysis. So remember now, black and white hair, you're older, you have white and black hair. How do I do it? First, you grow the hair out. I do electrolysis, and then I do laser hair removal. Another thing I want to tell you about black skin and about hair. So, not necessarily on your face, but if you're a black woman and you have hair under your armpits or you have hair on your bikini, I'm just thinking how to phrase it. So, the difference between an ingrown hair or the difference between HS, which is hydradante suppurativa, is this little, this small. And not you nor I can know when or if you will get from the ingrown hair and HS hair. And why that is so crucial to understand that I say to everybody that has black hair, every black person, if you have black hair, don't wait, but do laser hair removal as soon as possible. Because, and again, guys, I'm not God, and although I have a lot of understanding, I do this over 40 years, but there is no science, there is no medical advice, there is no medical book, there is no information that is known in medicine to be able to tell you when a black person will get an ingrown hair, which will in turn to be an HS hair, which is hydradante suppurativa, and I'll explain that in a second, and when it will only be ingrown hair, and it will only create an abscess. No doctor, no medicine, nobody in the world can tell you, oh, okay, if it is this way, it will be this. If it is this way, it will be this. Nobody can tell you. Nobody knows. Medicine doesn't know. But what we know, one thing, is that black people are about, I think, 80% more predisposed to get HS than white people are. And why is that? Nobody knows. But we know that it happens. Is it because black hair is curly? Maybe. Is it because black hair is thicker? Maybe. My personal take is that it has something to do with genetics, that it has something to do with on a cellular level, that something happens in the human system, and an ingrown hair becomes an HS hair. Now, what is an HS? So you understand why I'm saying I don't know, nobody knows, and this is why I say to prevent HS is to do laser removal ASAP. I ask of everybody kindly that is watching now and will watch later, please do yourself a favor. Since I do not know how to do this, I don't know how to do this. I would have to print something, and even if I print it, guys, you would not be able to see. I have something, you won't be able to see what I'm saying. If everybody, when I hang up here, when I stop talking, if everybody can just Google HS hair in black people, or do the letter H, S, like Sam, or I do HS hair, black woman underarms, or HS hair, black woman bikini, or HS hair, black woman under the breast, or HS hair, black woman on the tush, or HS hair, black woman inner thighs. Please do yourself a favor and share these pictures with your friends. You young people, you know how to operate and how to forward and whatever. I don't. Look it up. And when you look it up, you will say, oh my God, this is real. Oh my God, this is real. Yes. And here is what happens. So you know how black people suffer and get more keloids than white people do? Do you know keloid, this shiny bump that when a black person has a cut or a surgical, has an incision, and many times there will be a keloid, it will be like a mountain and the skin will be shiny. And black people get this from any scar. They can have it here, they can have it on any part, on the ear from an earring, they can have it on any part of the body. And black people are predisposed to keloids, and white people no. Why? Because black people have more collagen than white people. So when your system overproduces, because that's what a keloid is overproduction of collagen. So when you have an incision, okay, something is sending messages, protect the skin, and then the body is pushing more collagen to the surface, and it overproduces collagen, and this is creating a keloid. So that happens on black skin. Doesn't happen on white skin, very rarely. The keloids happen on white skin. Same thing, white people can get HS, but it happens very rarely. It's in big numbers only in black people. And so if you Google HS, underarm HS, under breast, HS bikini, but put the word HS black skin. And then you will understand why I say don't buy shoes, don't buy stuff that is stuff, invest in your well-being, invest in yourself, spend the money. Before you spend anything else, spend the money on getting laser hair removal. Because, ladies and gentlemen, between an ingrown hair and HS is only one hair. And it can go either this way or that way. It can remain an ingrown hair and just create an abscess, or it can flip to the right and it can become an HS. And once you get one HS hair, that's it, finito la commedia. That triggers something on a cellular level in the body, and every hair that will come out and is unable to come out will convert to an HS hair. And what is an HS hair? In plain language, in a simple language, in a layman language, I will explain it to you. Again, I said I believe that it is on a genetic cellular level, there is some defect in the body that sends the wrong messages, and this is what happens to people that have HS. Something happens, but nobody knows why. So when the hair is not coming out, now the hair stays here, and now it's festering under the skin. There's some messages go from the nervous, from the brain, and says, okay, we are going to create now NHS, Hida Dati Superativa. And so there is a hair here, it's under the skin. And then picture, you know what Play-Doh is. So let's say, like a Play-Doh, and you take from this point to this point and make a line of Play-Doh. And it's like a line, and let's say, make it like a braid, and it's rather thick. And it goes from here to here. So now it, in between these two hairs, there is this line. And when this line grows in between these two hairs, it creates tremendous inflammation, infection, swelling. It is all encapsulated with pus, It becomes extremely painful, it oozes, it smells horribly, it smells like cadaver, because the blood and the pus are all toxic poison inside, and the bacteria multiplies. So forget about the smell, the pain is excruciating. So just picture that you have this HS on your pubis, on the front of your pubis, or you have it on the side of your vaginal lips, more closer to your inner thigh, where you have hair growing, or you have it around your sphinx, around your anus, or you have it on your butt, or you have it on your belly, or you have it under your armpits. Do you know how painful this is? You have no clue if you have never heard or met anybody that suffers from it. And there are several stages of advancement in HS. If you are in the first stage of HS, I can help you, and we have to do intensive laser for as long as it takes. If it takes 5 years, it takes 5 years. Because you just to make sure that we constantly do laser, so we are killing the follicles, and anything else that happens under the skin, we are just killing it. And we are not allowing the hair to create HS hair. That's when stage 1, maybe a little bit stage 2. But if you pass stage 2, you go to stage 3, in plain English, it's your shit out of luck. For a very simple reason. When that happens, I cannot help you. The abscess, the nodule is so painful and so big, and it oozes. Sometimes you cannot lift your arm, you cannot close your legs, you cannot open your legs, you cannot put underwear on because the elastic from your underwear hurts. You cannot go out of your house because it oozes. You have to put 10 tons of gauze everywhere because it oozes pus, it oozes dark blood, it oozes liquid, it's just horrendous. And it's so painful. So what's the solution? Incision. A doctor has to go in, a doctor cuts all across, and they have to excise. They have to cut out the roots of the hair follicle and the nodule that is there, and it's long, like this Play-Doh that is in there. They have to cut. So that means they have to dig in because they have to take everything out until they get rid of all the sick tissue that is there. Well, what happens? When this happens, you get an indentation because they did not remove only a little bit of this. They had to go deep in to take it out. And then they have to put stitches in to close it up. And every wound that you have like this has to be cut open and taken out. But remember, on a square inch of skin, we human beings have 1,000 hair follicles. Now, not all 1,000 are active, but there is no guarantee, and it's factual. Even when you do surgery and you excise the existing wound, there is still hundreds of hairs underneath, neighboring, that can grow. And it can create, and I will tell you that most likely 95% of the time it will recreate new HS wounds on the body. So this is why I say do not let it come to it. You don't have to let it come to it. All you have to do is buy less garbage, buy less fancy stuff or whatever, or designer stuff. Don't buy one designer handbag or shoes or what have you. Don't buy. And spend the money on your health, on your well-being, and do laser hair removal wherever you have hair. I wish that health insurance would pay for it, but they don't. It's considered cosmetic procedure. So you have to pay for it. I ask you kindly, please, heed my words. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the facts. I've seen many cases of HS. Most of them are black and dark people. And the suffering that people have is unimaginable. The pain that people have is unimaginable. And I can tell you, I know of people that said that they rather commit suicide than live like this. Women that have underarms, bikini, vagina, everything full of pain, full of abscesses, full of oozing blood, pus. You can't have sex. First of all, it stinks. It's horrible. But a part of that, you cannot touch. Like, you cannot come close to a wound. Like, if you have an acne pimple that's active, you don't want to touch it because it hurts, because everything is inflamed. We're multiplied by 1,000. That's about the proportion of pain that you will have if you indeed are doing or touching an HS wound. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I will finish my speech unless you guys have any questions to ask me. So I'm here to answer. If you don't want to ask me here and you want to ask me later, in YouTube you can just ask me, ask me questions, or you can email me at metspa33154@gmail.com. Shavunuko, hi. You can email me if you have questions, and if there are any topics, and on Instagram you can DM me and I will answer your questions. If there are any questions that you have pertaining anything that pertains to dark skin and black skin, and pertains to discoloration, or pertains to ingrown hairs, or pertains to facial hair or body hair, or you have hormonal imbalances, or you have Hashimoto disease, or you have diabetes, or you have endometriosis, or you have anything that comes PCOS, that comes with the category, everything that stimulates hair growth, and you're not sure, you can always ask me questions, and I gladly answer the questions. I always do. Okay? And to the finale, I just want to tell you guys, those of you who don't know, I have created an online black skincare course that anybody that has the love and the passion to help black skin, you can learn. You can buy the course, and you can learn from me, from the course. It's a worthwhile profession if you have the desire to help people with dark and black skin. Since I am the only one the #1 black skincare expert in America, and I treat human skin and black skin over 40 years before I came to America. I have tremendous amount of expertise and knowledge. So I did put this course together so that anybody, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a nurse practitioner, whether you're a nurse, you're a beautician, you're a hairdresser, you're a cosmetologist, you're an esthetician, whatever it is, if you want to learn how to treat black skin and you really want to learn, then spend the money, Kavi, hyperpigmentation from using hot water bottles on stomach for cramps. Hyperpigmentation, did you burn yourself? Because the only way, so somebody asked me on Instagram, they get hyperpigmentation from using hot water bottle on stomach for cramps. And I could only say that the only way I understand that you could get hyperpigmentation is if you burned yourself. If because the bottle is like, I think it's this, I'll show you. I think this is what we are talking about. Hold on, I'll show you guys. I think this is what we are talking about. Is this what we are talking about? Okay, this is a hot bottle. This is rubber. So if this, unless this was like 150-degree boiling water, if this was like 150-degree boiling water, did it burn you? Because I don't know that I could use this on my belly or any part of my body if it was like boiling hot water. I don't know. But I have a suggestion. Why don't you send me a picture? Opla, hold on, guys. Why don't you send me a picture for your? Okay, everything is falling down here. This is wonderful. Why don't you send me a picture of the wound or of the discoloration? I can look and then I can tell you if I think that my lightning kit will help you, because I have something for discoloration, but I would like to see to determine if indeed the discoloration happened. It's discoloration really from this or it's something else. I don't know. And if it is a burn, if it's a burn, the best thing to do is send me a picture, and you can email me to medspa33154@gmail.com. Email me a picture, and I will look at the picture and I will answer you, and I will tell you if lightning treatment can help you. Hi Muhammad, if lightning treatment can help you or not. If I can help you, if my products can help you, I will tell you yes. And if I cannot help you, I will tell you that too. But I have to see, because I'm just trying to picture. I will send you a picture of the area. Thank you, Eva. You are so very welcome, Kavi. I will look. It just I can't picture it in my head that it could have been that hot that it would have been burned. But okay, send me a picture. I will look at it and I will see your skin tone, and then I will give you an advice and I will tell you what I think that you should do, or if my products can help you. Okay, guys, I thank you very much. My phones are trying to tell me get off because they are both falling off. I mean, I have them on a stand, but they are all pulling in my direction. So I would just have to stand here and hold them. And I know that there are people that are calling me. So I have to go and answer my calls. But all I ask you for, guys, I wasn't selling you anything. I wasn't doing anything. All I'm asking you is share my information with other people. Repost this segment. Repost it to your social media, to your friends. Because the information that I gave you, nobody gives you. Nobody gives you. And I gave you the information, first of all, because nobody knows. I know, but there are very few people. And then in general, people don't take their time and people don't care about other people. So they don't take the time and they don't share. I share, I care. I think this is my calling, is to educate you people. Tosalex, hi. To educate you people. Maria Lockett, hi Maria. To educate you people and tell you what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and what you should watch out for, and what you shouldn't watch out for. I just think that if I share it from myself, from me to you, and I do something good, well, there's an old saying, karma comes back. Karma is a bitch, and if you do good, good will come back to you. So I just think that it is absolutely necessary, and it's my calling to share with you guys and to warn you and to tell you what I don't want you to do, because I don't want you to pay the price for it. Because you heard it from me, and this is why I want you to share it with other people. So other people that didn't come, that didn't join, and they might have HS, or they might be black, and they might have an ingrown hair, or they might have white and black hair, and they don't know what to do, and you share my information. Well, that is very, very suitable. Okay, question. Hi Eva, are there any lasers you recommend for helping to clear hyperpigmentation, dark spots on the face for black women? The answer is 0. Okay, and I will answer you why. So the question is, are there any lasers that will help clear hyperpigmentation in black women? So I have to say that I have to break it. So in general, for black skin, you have to be extremely careful when you use lasers that will ablate, because that's what you do when you remove discoloration. You are ablating the skin, and if you ablate black skin, you are ablating the melanin, so you actually would stimulate more melanin. So there is a combination of treatments, and I, in my clinics in Miami and in Atlanta, use this combination. So I do RFM for discoloration and for hyperpigmentation. I do RFM, radio frequency, not just microneedling, but radio frequency microneedling. And I do mandelic acid lightning. And then I use a special YAG Q switch laser to help to clear the skin and even tone it. But it doesn't take the hyperpigmentation away. What will help with the hyperpigmentation is the mandelic acid. But what I am doing when I do a clinical treatment, and that's a deep treatment, I prepare the skin. When I do radiofrequency microneedling, I stimulate collagen, I stimulate elastin. Then I do the mandelic acid, I lighten the skin, I do the mandelic acid, the skin, because the skin was perforated with the radiofrequency, with the RFM microneedling. I perforated the skin hundreds of times with the RFM. The mandelic acid can penetrate better into the skin. And then when I use the YAG switch laser, I even out the skin tone. So then I give you fabulous results and the skin looks much better. But to say that there is a laser for black skin that will lighten and get rid of the discoloration is an utter lie. Doesn't exist. It exists for white skin, but it doesn't exist for black skin, because black skin has pigment. And when you have pigment in the skin, you have to be very careful. And I will give you a perfect example so you will understand, because it will make sense to you. Am I correct if I say that when you have a mosquito bite you, one mosquito bites you, you're welcome. A mosquito bites a black person and it will leave a discoloration. There will be a darker spot of the skin on the area where the mosquito bit you. Am I right or wrong? So, because we just did, there was a bite, and the discoloration happens because number one, you scratch, number two, the poison went in, and number three, the body was stimulating, sending messages, oh, wound, and then melanin is active, and melanin pushes to the surface, and so the mosquito bites gets darker. So now think about it. If I would use an ablative laser on black skin, I stimulate all the melanin that is under the skin. So I would actually discolor the skin and burn the skin. So in black skin, there is a laser, but it's not for lightening, it's an aid for brightening, for lifting, for doing oomph, to the skin. And I follow it in steps. And everything that I do is logical. I do everything by logic. I don't do anything because somebody said. No, it has to make sense to me personally, Eva. I have to study it, I have to research it, I have to understand how that works. Sorry, what is the name of the laser you're describing? I missed. It's a YAG Q switch laser. YAG Q switch laser. YAG Q switch laser. But that is only for brightening. It will not get rid of the discoloration or hyperpigmentation. Here's what I suggest. If you can, you should buy my Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit. And this is for everybody. I have two kits. I have a kit for the face and I have a kit for the body. So if you have discoloration, if you have hyperpigmentation on your skin as a black person, you should buy from me the Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit. So there's the Mini Eva Advanced and the Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit. So the Advanced Kit is from the neck down for the body. And that kit has 6 items in it. And these six items create a treatment that you do twice a week. This treatment you do for several months. Hold on, guys, I have to answer this. All right, so you should get the Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit, and where you can get it. Okay, so my YouTube channel is Eva Taub Skincare. That's my YouTube channel. So if you do evataubskincare.com, evataubskincare.com, on Instagram it's the same thing. So it's Eva Taub Skincare. Hi, Varke. Can you type my website for the Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit? And I'm on YouTube too. My daughter just joined, and she's the maven behind everything I do, so she can help out. If you can type in the link for the Mini Eva Skin Lightening Kit for the body or for the face, or just the website. And if you can do the same thing for YouTube, because people ask me. So if you get the kit, you use the kit twice a week, and it's a slow and gradual process. For YouTube. Okay, no, I need my website on YouTube. We are on Instagram. Okay, so I need my website on YouTube. So what you do is you use it twice a week. You start gradually with leaving it on 2 to 3 minutes and then every week you go up by 1 minute until you reach 10 minutes. But it comes with instructions. And so this is the kit that you need to purchase. I would start using that treatment. You can also send me, and anybody that has discoloration, I actually love to see what people's problem is. So you can email me your photo to medspa33154@gmail.com, or you can email me to my telephone, which is 305-864-3333, 305-864-3333. You can text me your photograph, and then I can look, and then I can suggest to you what you should use, what you can use on your skin, and how deep the discoloration is, and what I think, how long. Thank you, Barke. Okay, so guys, here is the link. My daughter just posted it. Here is the link for the advanced skin lightening kit. So you can copy it, and that's my telephone number. You can copy it, and you can get a lightening kit from here, and it comes with instructions. But I go so far as to consult you personally, and so for majority of people, not all people, for majority of people, when you buy the kit from me, I let you call me when you get the kit. I let you call me, and why I do this is because I want you to be successful. So what I do is when you buy the kit, I say, okay, buy it. You have my telephone number here. And when you get the kit, you call me. Why I do this is because when you have the kit in front of you, you have all the 6 items in front of you, then I can tell you, okay, you take this and do this. You take this silver bottle, you do this. You take this silver jar, you do it then. I explain it to you, and when you, even though I give you instructions, written instructions, nothing beats to have me personally on the phone with you and guiding you. So if you buy the lightning kit, then I can guide you. And in some cases, if I feel that it's necessary, and if I feel that I can trust you, as a person, that you will do what I tell you to do, and you're welcome, HS77. You will do what I tell you to do, and not more than what I tell you to do, but only if I think that it is necessary, that it will benefit you. Then I have another product that I tell you, okay, you buy this as well. It's an awesome product, and you add that to the kit. But not everybody needs it, nor do I sell it to everybody. I only sell it to people where I feel confident that you will do what I say, because it's a very potent product, and it works, and it's an 8. You're very welcome. However, if you overuse it, it can reverse, it can do the opposite. Okay, I don't know if you, because I have writing here, but let's say, okay, let me just, okay. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the white dot? Guys, here, the white dot. Can you see the white dot? White dot here? Okay. So the white dot is when I created the, thank you. When I created the ozone serum, I first tested it on myself. I used it on myself. I live in Miami. I live in Florida. I go to Atlanta to my clinic every 5 weeks. But I have dogs. I'm outside. I clean poop. I wash. I go out. I'm outside. I use sunblock, but I go outside. And maybe at 9 o'clock I didn't put sunblock when I went outside to clean the poop of my dogs, hypothetically. So when I created the kit, the ozone serum, first I used it on myself. And because I did not pay attention to how long I used it, I cannot tell you if this happened after 2 months or 2.5 months. But this white dot was the size of 25 cents, of a quarter. And it was brown. It was a brown spot, oxidation. And I used the ozone. Every day I put the ozone on. And then one day I looked, I said, oh my God, the spot is gone, and I have a white spot here. Well, the white spot was that the ozone, because I have melanin too. White people have melanin, it's just in a much lower level than black people, but we all have melanin. I mean, I'm not alabaster white. I have color in my skin. So it went through, it destroyed the oxidation, and because I kept using it, it destroyed my melanin. And there will never be melanin here. It was destroyed, finished, kaput, done. And this can never go back to my skin because the melanin, as a scavenger, the ozone is a scavenger. It will destroy discoloration, it will destroy oxidation. So if you use it and you don't pay attention and you don't follow what I say, then you can hurt yourself and it can become white. And if you become white as a black person, you won't be happy because now you have discoloration and it's white. So this is why I don't sell it to everybody. I have to be absolutely confident that I can trust you and that you understand what I am saying. And when I'm saying that less is more, and that with black skin you have to go slowly, slowly, slowly. You have to do it slowly, gradually, and slowly we have to remove the discoloration. So yeah, I have tools, I have things that will help you, but everything has to have its motto. Everything has to happen slowly and gradually. Okay? So okay, so that's it, guys. So does anybody else has any question before I say ciao ciao for tonight? No, nobody has any question. Okay, guys, I was here for an hour. I talked to you from my heart. So now you have all the information. Please share. Share, share, share. Share my information. Share this video with your friends. Give them the link. Because I only give you good information. Only good information and only valuable information that you will not get anywhere else. And to those of you who just joined us and didn't hear me saying this, I created an online course for black skin, for black people. Anybody that wants to do what I do and wants to become a mini Eva and wants to treat black skin and has the passion to treat, you're very welcome. Good night to you, HS77. And wants to treat black skin like I treat black skin and wants to learn from the best, that is me, then you should buy the online course. If you want to get more information about it, you can email me and then I can give you the link for the online course, and you can learn, and then you can follow in my footsteps, and then you can spread the good things of treating black skin and having more people, more professional people in America that can treat black skin, because right now it's numero uno and it's only me. Okay, guys, 305-864-3333 is my telephone number, and it's the same thing for text. So you can stay in touch with me. You can send me text if you have questions, or you can call me if you want to make an appointment or if you have a particular question. Okay, guys, I thank you very much for staying with me this night. I thank Instagram, guys. I don't know who else is still here. But Sarko, if you are here, thank you. It was a lovely evening. And Tony, if you are here, I hope you are feeling better. And I don't know anybody here, so I just say thank you, thank you, thank you, and good night, guys. Elijah, okay, honey. Bye, honey. Bye-bye. Thank you for the house. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, guys. Ciao, Eva. Ciao. Okay. Let's finish. Okay. Okay. Ciao.